Hi, this is Norse. This is the weekly watch lists. I'm watching 4 pairs this week. We're now the Monday, the 1st of May, starting with the dollar yen. This pair is now trying to establish a downtrend. Looking back to 2015, we have a trend line here. We are coming off from a double top right here, and I'm watching this a big trend line and a parallel play on the dollar yen. So we have a trend line. If we connect these lows right here, so we have 1, 2, and 3 touches of a trend line. So this is now a confirmed trend line. I now expect this pair to move up and confirm a trend channel. And what I do when I have setups like this is as soon as the trend line is confirmed, let's see, just make it nice and tidy so my OCD gets some rest. Here we go. Now, once we have a trend line that's confirmed, I clone this trend line right here and then place it on the highest high prior to the move down. And that's the high from 3rd of January in 2017. Comes in right here. And you can see that price respected this line here on the 14th of March. But let's see, this line is not just a line in the sand. This is more of a potential reversal zone because we have this high right here. So I'm placing a clone line at the exact same angle at the parallel projection itself. And then I'm making up a zone for this pair. So you might see some pain at the line itself. So that's why I have this red zone right there. So the week ends in 5 days. So this is the end of the week. This is the 4-hour chart. What I'm waiting for now is a touch of this upper channel trend line or the upper parallel projection. I will then go short on the dollar yen, targeting the open gap. So I'm targeting the gap fill itself. And I expect to see some pain on this trade. We can also go up to the outer trend line itself, and then I'll just execute my short and see what happens. So my trade plan for this is just plain and simple. Parallel touch, go short, SL 80 pips. So this is my entire trade plan for this trade. And TP open gap, here we go, at 109.30. So if I'm not at my computer, because I have 2 accounts, one account has an EA to take this trade for me. The EA is already set to sell that line itself. But my manual accounts, when I receive this email, I will just execute my short wherever I am and then just wait and see what happens. So next pair on the list is NZD Swiss. We had a trade on the 8th of February right here. Retest of this trend line after the false break above the yearly highs. What I'm now waiting for, since we have a breakout of this channel or the range itself, I'm now waiting for a retest of this trend line right here. In terms of confluence, we have 618 coming in right here at 69.20, no, 69.60. That's the 618. So we have the 618 and we have the channel trend line itself. Makes a very good area for confluence to get short. I will just keep risk small on this. And then for targets, I will look for a move to the 127 of this current leg. If we get some reaction from the 618 and the trend line, I will look for a move down to the 127. So 0.6720. And we can also use harmonic targets on this because we have a channel right here, because price likes to repeat itself both in time and length. So I'll just take this box at the retest itself. That will be my full target on this trade. So a very nice pip potential on this. Since the yearly candle is turning extremely bearish, we can see a move of 360 or 370 pips if price gets all the way to the extended target itself. So that's my trade plan for NZD Swiss. Shorting the retest of this trend line itself, we have the 618 acting as confluence, and we also have this big consolidation right here. So a lot of confluence on this trade. So I'm just waiting. We still have price has to move 100 pips, so one average daily range to the upside before we can expect a fill. Next pair up is the euro dollar. This is the 4-hour chart. We have 3 touches of a trend line right here, and we have this open gap open still. And let's see, but the only thing that concerns me with the euro dollar at the moment is that we have a very nice and clean double top. So I'm not surprised if we see price moving up to the trend line itself, touching it one more time, and taking out the stops resting above 109.50, then moving down and filling the gap itself. So I'm prepared for both. I'm already short from the third touch itself, stage 1, and my target is the gap fill itself. You can also clone the upper trend line itself and go for an extended targets all the way down here between the 106 and 106.50, depending on when it hits or if it hits at all. So that's my trade plan for the euro. I will either wait and build a bigger position if we get failure at a trendline touch up here. Then if the 1 hour closes below this trendline right here and retests, I will add to my position then, and then just target the gap fill itself. Last pair up is the pair I'm most excited about, if I can use the word excited. First off, this candle right here on TradingView, this is not a full candle itself. This is just a repainted candle. All my feeds has this as an open gap. So we have 180 pips of open gaps, so 1.5%. That's way too big not to close in my eyes. So I'm waiting now for a 5th touch of this trend line. We have a double top right here. We know that there's stops above the highs themselves. My target will be the gap fill on this trade, and the alert is already set on this pair. So just connecting the highs from 15th of December of 2016 and connecting the highs right here and this, and then just targets. We can also use an extended target all the way down at the lower trend channel itself. So I'm not sure what I will use at the moment. I will just wait and see how price reacts to the gap fill itself, and then just take the decision right then and there. So that's the weekly watch list. All of these trades are long-term trades except the euro. The euro dollar, it might be a shorter term trade itself. Euro yen, dollar yen, NZD Swiss are all swing trades that could last for weeks. So just keep that in mind. Price does not move to targets quickly on the higher time frames. So that's it for now. Until next time, I wish you good luck and good trading, and I'll see you soon.